There are so many new games coming to the Nintendo Switch, third-party and first-party, ports and new experiences, that it can be getting pretty hard to keep track of them all. Well, in this new series, I'm gonna try and help you guys remember and just give you a bit of a refresher on many new games coming to the Nintendo Switch. This is Need to Know. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Thomas from the Switch Stop, and welcome to my new series, Need to Know. So basically, I'm doing this because there are so many new games coming, and it can be getting pretty hard to keep track of them all. So my first episode of Need to Know is going to be about the game LA Noire, published by Rockstar, coming to the Nintendo Switch November 14th, obviously 2017. So what is LA Noire? Well, it's a detective cop style game, but it is set in the 1940s. As you can see from gameplay on the screen, the developers really took their time in making this game seem and look a lot like a 40s experience, like it was from the 1940s. Which sort of leads into our first thing about this game, the graphics. A lot of the graphics in this game are phenomenal, but what stands out the most is the facial expressions. That's because this game had a huge budget, and a ton of that budget went towards an incredibly expensive and, to this day, still insanely revolutionary system where they would bring in actors and use sometimes upwards than 30 cameras to record and scan their face. So every single little movement, every mannerism that you are seeing on the characters' faces, the reason they look so real is because they are real. They were coming directly from an actor's face. And now that is amazing. And it's really not just something that's like, oh, look at that. But it's actually really integral to the game's gameplay, because in LA Noire, you are going to be interrogating criminals and suspects a lot. And these take the place in things that look like cutscenes, but you get to interact in them. So you have to interpret what a character just said, whether they're lying, and this is made possible with, of course, those mannerisms and the things you can see through their face. The expressions are just phenomenal, and it really is integral to the gameplay. Well, why is this game coming to Switch? Well, it was released in 2011, and it actually had pretty good critical acclaim. It's just pretty much no one bought it. And while obviously no one is a understatement, it really underperformed. It was developed by Team Bondi, which immediately went out of business after this game came out and kind of flopped because they didn't have any money because this game was just so expensive. It was also published by Rockstar, and they invested a hefty amount of money into this project too, which explains why they are re-releasing it now with 4K visuals for Xbox One and PS4. But however, obviously the Switch can't do 4K visuals because it's a handheld, but they saw the need to release it on the Switch as well, which is just awesome. Now, the re-releases for Xbox One and PS4 are going to be $40, and the Switch is unfortunately $50, just because those cartridges cost a bit more to, produce. Also, another problem with the game coming to the Switch is a micro SD card is needed even if you get the cartridge. So if you're looking to go all digital and you don't have a big enough SD card, this might not be the game for you. But yeah, it just seems like Rockstar is trying to make back some of the money they lost with this game, so they are releasing it on Xbox One, PS4, and the Nintendo Switch. So that's pretty much all you need to know about this game. Just keep in mind it's an action-adventure game that's a detective style, but takes place within 1940s Los Angeles. The developers, Team Bondi, went to incredibly realistic details for a lot of the game's points, such as the location, the cars, but most importantly the facial scanning. Some other points about this game were it got the Best Original Score BAFTA award, which is pretty awesome, and it's coming to the Switch for $50 on November 14th. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. That is all you need to know about LA Noire. For any of you who have been keeping up to date with the channel, you have probably already figured this out, but I started this series because my capture card broke and I don't really need any gameplay for this. Do not worry, I should get a capture card within a week and we will be back to the normal videos. Also, I'll just reuse some of my old gameplay. But anyway, for now, if you're just curious why some of the videos aren't using gameplay and just like trailers and stuff, that is why. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Comment what game you want me to do a Need to Know on next, and peace out.